Hello, Blizzard fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between our hero Tang and Barcode on Expedition Lost, the latter edition. Now, I explained in a previous video that I think I deleted that some players, like this pink Protoss player down here in the left bottom side of Expedition Lost LE, like to have barcodes for their names because Korean characters show up as barcode in the barcode like this in the US edition of Starcraft 2, which makes people think they're coming up against a Korean player, which kind of psychs them out. It's another way also to keep your anonymity if you're a professional player or a streaming player that doesn't want people to know that you're streaming and go and stream snipe. So in the bottom left here we have the pink Protoss, Barcode, and in the top right we have our hero, the man of the hour, Tang, from the clan All In, with his fancy drones getting to work here. As usual, we speed things up a little bit here in the early stages of the game, and this was played after the previous one that I put up with the the 2-gate Zealot All In. And it looks like we're not sending out a drone scout, so Tang is not gun shy based on that, but it is an early forge, so a bit of a forge fast expand. Potentially some cannons are going to go up here in the natural to harass, but we're not going hatchery first. Tang likes to go his spawning pool after he gets the gas, so he can get speed links if necessary for defense. Here comes the probe scouting around, not seeing much, but does get a good read on what's going on here, getting some harassment out. But again, Tang does a good job not pulling a whole lot of drones off, just a couple to deal with this annoying probe. The probe actually might not throw any cannons down at all. Just try to get a drone kill, showing a lot of APM to manage that and deal with everything that's going on back at his base. The probe says, okay, there's still not a hatchery coming out here. How many zerglings are there? And now there are enough zerglings to chase them on home. They will get a kill on that probe. Boof, there he goes, explodes. And we're going to slow things down just a little bit because we are going to see some zergling harassment, but it's a good wall. There's a photon cannon here, and it's just there's really nowhere for zerglings to go to get through there and scout on into the main base. Throwing down another photon cannon just in case, though, is Barcode. So, I don't know, this zergling push is actually kind of smart because it forced another cannon from Barcode, which is basically 150 minerals that he can't use on workers, which he really needs in the early stages of the game to keep up with the Zerg player. Even with Chrono Boost, it can be difficult to do that. So, smart play. The Zerglings are going to break down these back rocks. So this will take them approximately 300 years to break down. And actually, this is officially ice on Expedition Lost LE. So we're just going to go ahead and leave these guys alone to do their work. There are Banelings here. Oh, it's going to be a Baneling bust. I did not pay attention. Oh, okay, so it's a one-base Baneling attack here. And what's the response going to be? Does Barcode know? I don't know if he knows or not, but he has a pretty good wall here. With a couple cannons, he's got the forge and the gateway. Here come the Banelings up the ramp. They're going to go ahead and focus down this pylon. And yes, it goes down. But how many Zerglings make it into the base? Just 5 and a single Baneling. That's not really enough to end the game here, I don't think. But it is a pretty good angle of attack here for the Zerglings. If they can avoid getting surrounded, that's best for them. So they want to attack where they can. The probes can't get a good surround at all. Baneling hit does come on in, takes out a few workers, but it is still 19 to 14 workers. And Barcode is still up, so he defended that pretty well. Did a good job pulling his probes, getting surround when necessary, and also having that single zealot to help finish things off. He ends up with 2 kills. And really, that was, I don't know if that was attempted really an all-in from Tang or not, but he got in there, he destroyed a pylon, he killed a few workers, but really didn't end up in a good spot because his hatchery is late. The Nexus is up for his opponent, and he's going to be in a bit of a tough spot to come back and actually win this game. We have a probe scouting up over here on this Zelnaga watchtower. The Zerglings who were attacking these rocks, looks like they gave up and they joined in the attack at the front door. It might be worth it to keep working on those because I don't think Barcode's paying attention to that back door at all. If you could actually manage to work it down with those Zerglings, again, it would take forever, but if you could, it'd be nice for a Zergling counterattack, I guess, to maybe try to kill some more workers of the Protoss player. Here we have a probe coming right on in. He scouts on, says, yes, there is a second base here. There's no other one-base crazy shenanigans coming on. We are making more and more drones to prepare to transfer over to this hatchery. Probe checks for a third base. Is there one of those? And there's not, but he waits. He lies in wait. He's going to throw down a pylon and some cannons, possibly, if the third base does go down here, forcing some Zerglings, again, from the Zerg player. He doesn't want to make Zerglings right now. You'll notice he is making nothing but drones. He has literally no zerglings in his army composition right now, so he needs to catch up in economy. He's doing a pretty good job of it. It's 32 to 29 harvesters right now for the Protoss player. And let's see what tech choices come down from Tang. He is making a lair, upgrading to that. And the Protoss player is not doing really much at all. He does throw down that pylon, though, to scout out if that ice is getting knocked down or not. So smart play on his part. Pretty much just gateways here. So maybe a bit of a delayed 7-gate all-in from Barcode. Yeah, a whole bunch of gateways now. What is that? 5 gateways, 6 gateways. Possibly one more going to come up around here as well. Yep, there's the 7th gateway. Going to be a 7-gate all-in with +1 attack. Looks like Warp Gate has finished. We are upgrading 2 Warp Gates. And we have a forward pylon here and a forward pylon here. And is the probe going to make one more pylon? No, he's just going to scout in and see what's going on. It is a Roach Warren Evolution Chamber. Tang probably feels this all-in coming. And there's an early pylon here at the back of the natural. Very gutsy. And does force Tang to pull off several drones to deal with that. Here come the first 2 Stalkers, though. Picking down workers. Are they going to prevent that pylon from actually getting destroyed? It's going to be close. They're getting so many drone kills, though, but I think the Queen in the back is providing enough DPS to take that out. And yes, the pylon does die, so minor victory. But another pylon actually going up back here gets focused down by these drones. Are the Stalkers going to warp in? No! Barely picks it off just in time. That was super close for Tang. There are only now 2 Stalkers in the base. And roaches pop out now at this moment to help defend against the onslaught of more and more Stalkers coming in. Drones, a little bit of a misclick there by Tang, going to their deaths. More roaches popping in. This is going to be a difficult hold for him. It's about 1-to-1 roaches, 2 Stalkers, but he does have a Queen to help. Again, roaches do well against gateway units, but if it's a 1-to-1 ratio, it can be a little bit difficult if there's good micro on the part of Barcode, and he's warping in additional units all the time. Again, you can hatch in units as well. But Tang's doing a good job also making workers. He doesn't want to just make nothing but attacking units at this point. Good concave here from Tang, taking down several of these Stalkers. But again, the roaches are dwindling, but so are the Stalkers. It's going to be close. A bit of a good micro there, moving that wounded Stalker to the back. And he survives, and he's still doing hits. I mean, wounded units do as much damage as full health ones. So more and more roaches popping out here. Again, just super close. Transfuse going down on one of the roaches, keeping it alive just a little bit longer. There are only 4 left. More and more Stalkers warping in here. Holy cow, such pressure Barcode is putting on. Roaches coming in just the last minute, streaming in 1 by 1, 2 by 2. 2 Stalkers go down, 3 Stalkers almost, but again, good micro. Again, keeping that one in the back alive. Another one stays alive. And 2 Zealots to soak up damage and get up in close to take down those roaches. Good transfuses, though, from Tang. More and more roaches coming in with that glial reconstitution for the speed coming up as well. And he actually holds that. Wow. Good play there by Tang. I think his transfuses really helped a lot. It was smart to bring the Queen down. Even if he lost injects on the main for a little bit, it was very smart to bring that Queen on down to help defend against this. So again, it is 2 base to 2 base, though. Another attack coming right on in. I think that's enough roaches to handle it, though. The Zealots melt almost immediately. Good concave at the top of the ramp here. Barcode does not want to go up into that. It is not a good place to be. Still no 3rd base, though, for Tang. He's got a contain set up, Barcode does. And we'll have to see what the follow-up is here from Tang. Is he going to maybe try to Nidus, or what are his tech paths? Pretty much roaches right here, I guess. The tech path is roach. He has speed now, which helps him in his micro. Stalker coming on up. Does get hit a little bit. Oh, man, good speed. They're so fast on creep. Getting another good concave here. Zealots melting almost instantly to these roaches. Roaches are such a good counter to them. Queen stays alive. That's very important. Roaches getting right up on close to these Stalkers. That's a very good move as well. If you get up close, it's harder for them to move away when they're being injured. Especially true for Blink Stalkers. Gets the surround on those ones. These 2 are going to go down as well. A little bit faster than the roaches, but might survive to attack another day. Right now, it's 85 to 45 supply for Tang. He's alive. He's kicking. He is down by 3 harvesters to the Protoss player, but feeling pretty healthy about things. Chasing around, trying to find where those forward pylons are. Is he going to see this one? Yes, he does see it. What's going on here? Phoenix coming in, trying to pick off some overlords, but that's about it. And heading up to this back door. Yep, smart play here. You don't want to go with the front. There are cannons. This is so walled off. Holy cow. But really, there's nothing here at the back. But the response is going to be sentries. Good choice from Barcode to wall off this ramp as soon as the ice is gone and allow for a defense to be prepared. We'll have to see if the roaches can get up and do any damage, though. Here they come. Force fields do come down. There we go. But enough got up to do a lot of damage to these zealots. The one at the bottom can still attack. A couple of them can get in there, and all the zealots are actually going to die, which is huge. More roaches come in. They do snipe down. The sentry is doing a good job with that, picking off that one almost as soon as it comes out. And no more force fields are available. Warping in zealots. One more sentry. These roaches desperately want to get up here, but good micro from Barcode attacking them out. And yes, all the roaches get up. The sentry cannot throw down a force field fast enough, and oh no, we don't want to see this many roaches in your main base at all if you're a Protoss player. Picking off a probe. There is now a Immortal, though. I get a little tongue-tied, but this is enough roaches to handle that, I think. Just basically one-shotting zealots, one-shotting stalkers. I mean, Immortals are good against roaches, but they're not this good against roaches. There are just too many here. So many probes going down to 37, 36, 33 probes, chasing down this Immortal. They want to focus it down. It's doing the most damage. You'll notice it already has 3 kills, and it's just been in this battle for just about a minute or so. Coming in does manage to snipe down the Immortal, and I think nothing else will really give Tang too much trouble, and Barcode calls the GG, so that's it. So again, fantastic play from Tang. His Baneling bust pretty much fails. He's on the back foot. A 7-gate shows up at his front door. He barely holds that with the Stalkers and then returns with his roaches, with speed, with +1. Manages to get up this ramp and win the game. So fantastic play from him at this point. Well done on his march to Grandmasters. And just, again, I applaud his effort in this game. So this has been Falcon Paladin. As always, if you like what you saw, hit that like button, hit that subscribe to catch daily StarCraft 2 professional games. And until next time, you take care of yourself.